shocking study connects intermittent fasting to heart disease. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, the bodybuilder, former governor, and the Terminator, I'm gonna go over his opinion, but first, I'm gonna break this study down
for you.
So the study suggests that intermittent fasting was linked to a 91% higher risk in the cardiovascular disease. So intermittent fasting, also known as time-restricted eating, or other words, TRE, was the basis of this study. That TRE is associated with a reduced risk of all-cause and cause-specific mortality. Now, it is worth noting that these were not randomized controlled trials. A lot of the naysayers have been saying this is not an accurate study. However,
it is good to know the actual fact.
So in this study, out of the 20,078 people, over 8 years, 2,797 had passed away. Out of those 279, 840 were linked to cardiovascular deaths and 643 cancer deaths. So you're probably asking, well, what does Arnold think about all this? Let me show you exactly from the newsletter that Arnold posted on his website. Although the study identified an association between an 8-hour eating window and cardiovascular death, this does not mean that time-restricted eating caused cardiovascular death. Arnold also mentions that this is not a peer-reviewed study and that no peer-reviewed study has actually linked intermittent fasting to heart and cardiovascular diseases. Arnold also notes that this study was actually just an abstract from a conference. I hope that gives you some food for thought. Well, if you're fasting, then water for thought? I don't think that really works. The article also says, more importantly, the research doesn't lend itself to making big claims. The scientists looked at data where participants tried to recall how they ate for 2 days. Technically, we don't even know if the people who ate for fewer hours were even practicing intermittent fasting. In other words, a time-restricted feeding group was not compared to a non-time-restricted feeding group. Let me make that sense for you. So pretty much the study was just done with people who were supposedly intermittent fasting. There weren't even really controls on this study, first of all. And second of all, they weren't even being compared to anybody. If these people were eating unhealthy, they're eating more calories than they should have been, none of that was actually taken in as a factor. Honestly, to me, this sounds like propaganda. Now, I don't want to go into conspiracy theories, but guess who doesn't make money when you stop eating junk food and you just stop eating way more than you need to? The big corporations. I have a feeling that all of this is linked, and right now you're just seeing a lot of propaganda come out. But you get what I'm saying. Anyways, I wanted to shed some light on this article as it seems to be blowing up at this point. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are if fasting's been working for you. Arnold goes on to say that he believes intermittent fasting is a great way to actually lose weight. If you want to see what Arnold actually says and go deeper into this, I'm going to link the articles right in the show notes underneath here. I'll link it to the abstract and I'll link it to Arnold Schwarzenegger's newsletter. I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, a like and subscribe goes very far.